all of those really interesting examples you just showed us, like people buying train tickets and eBay and all that sort of thing. And it was interesting that none of them seem to involve mobile operators. And I'm just curious as to what on earth they're doing. And as per the question, in 2 or 3 years' time, will the operators, be pipes? I know you're not supposed to mention that kind of here. Or are they going to get up their asses and do something? Ben?
I'll take that. Certainly from our perspective, a lot that we've done is to make sure that you can launch product today without requiring too many other businesses to all gain alignment. Granted, with UK Road we had to get a few to, but if we added getting the operators into alignment, we still wouldn't be off the starting blocks. But that said, although early on it's quite straightforward for, say, the railway operator, the utility, the big brand who's selling, to be the place that you get mobile customers into using mobile payments, there's then a space and an opportunity for the mobile operators to use their clout and their easy access to the consumers to get back in there. And we have seen some evidence that the operators are looking to that, and that they don't necessarily have to build every single thing on mobile operator billing to become part of selling you things and doing something that are relevant on the phone. But I certainly see anything that tries to establish the mobile operators as a concrete cornerstone and or exclusive way of doing payments as a very bad thing indeed. I think they should come along where they make sense, either as a marketing channel or as some alternative way, but they shouldn't seek to be an indispensable place to do it, because industry will find a way around them.
Andrew, how do your members feel about the commitment of the mobile operators to? I mean, because there's the great many there's a great many proximity handsets on the market. Oh no, actually there's not. But there's there's a lot of sort of practical. No, actually. I better let you be more diplomatic.
Yes. I'm going to have to be, because they always pay for my bread and butter. But personally, I think actually what will happen with the mobile operators in the UK, that they will start to spread out. So some will become bit pipes. There clearly will be, looking at the question, there will be one less in 2 or 3 years' time, because T-Mobile and Orange will become one. So the market itself will start to shrink in that sense. What I do think, and I can see it more clearly in the transport market, where there are companies operating now who are neither transport operators, you can sell a ticket without being the operator of the particular mode of transport, and that happens now. And I can see what could potentially happen is that the operators, or some of them, those who wish to, open up a new, I must not really invent themselves, but they open up a new way of doing business. So, and please don't read anything into what I'm about to say, you get O2 tickets. So you would buy your tickets from O2 in the same way that you might go online and buy them from Ticketmaster or Trainline.com. Banking, I think actually that there's interesting views. I know there are 1 or 2 bankers here.
Name and shame them.
Well, we've got Barclaycard, we've got the Royal Bank of Scotland. There will be, of course, more banks in 2 or 3 years' time. I mean, that's some good news. There will be more English banks. There'll be less Scottish banks playing here. There might be more. There'll certainly, I think, be at least one more bank in Scotland. There will be more banks on the market, each looking how they might sort of differentiate themselves. We have Metro Bank just opened up. Virgin Bank will be opening up sometime soon. William and Glyn's will come back. TSB will re-emerge in Scotland once we've bought it from Lloyds, and other projects. There will be more banks all looking to how to differentiate themselves. And I can see potential tie-ups, and I think actually Ben's quite right. The mobile operators will not try and, I think, put themselves in the way of the banks, but I can see there will be more tie-ups.
But isn't it? Just looking at what's going on at the moment, you have to say you've got people mucking about. Transport, I agree with you, has been very strong in other parts of the world. Transport in Japan, Korea, and so on. It was transport that was the vanguard for the transition to mobile payments. That hasn't happened here really with Oyster and things like that, although that may change. But you've got people like Visa deciding to go with micro SD now. You've got people like Bling putting stickers on the phone. I mean, basically, it seems as if the market has decided to bypass the operators. I mean, I don't want to put any of you guys on the spot, but I mean, is it possible that they sort of blew it, you know? I mean, we used to come along to Mobile Monday 3-4 years ago and listen to these presentations, you know, people were waving around 6212s and this sort of thing, and showing little demos of the Visa app running on the phone, and the phones never showed up. And now it's too late, it doesn't matter. Do you think I'm being fatalistic, or do you think the operators have a role in this?
So, as I said before, I don't believe your payment has anything to do with your device. So, if you can use the same thing to pay on whatever you want to use, then surely in that case the operators are slightly irrelevant. So if you're paying on your TV, you want to use the same wallet or payment system that you use on your phone, on your GPS, in your car, online, and maybe in store. And if the operator is not providing that hardware, in this case, they're not relevant to it. So, I mean, there's lots of talk about the phone being a device. At the moment, the phone is the best device. I saw a demo a few days ago of some contact lenses that had GPS built into them that were very cool. So you get a little arrow. I mean, the technology is evolving so fast. Is it going to be mobile? It's going to be mobile for a bit, and then it will be something else. It'll be whatever you take with you. So no, I don't think the operators will be the payment type because they only cover one device.
I think it's interesting though. I mean, when will PayPal become a bank?
We are a bank.
No, that's interesting. Right in the ground, you've got the huge banks on one side, you've got the telecoms on the other, big companies, but they're slow to move. And as usual in the industry, the nifty movers are going to get in the middle. And that's where profitable ground is, because they'll only go for profitable ground. Maybe something that's socially required by society, fine, but generally they're going where the money is. Efficient market principle, and that's where the money is. Now look, O2 is moving in, they've got the O2 money card, they've got into travel insurance as well, and they've got some amazing plans to diversify as well. Interesting strategy, but certainly we're merging, and there's people in the middle already. And I think whether the banks will become telecoms companies, the telecoms companies will become banks, there's got to be something in the middle ground, because that is where the money's going to be made in the future.